Hi everyone. This is going to be a lap of Mid-Ohio. This is taken from the AMA Vintage Days with ASRA in July 2026. This is the heavyweight production race too, as I'm in third place trying to chase down the leaders Matthew Braun and Shane Maggs. So this is going to be a quick breakdown of my fastest lap of the weekend. Some things that I'm looking for during the lap, as well as things that I can improve. So as I come onto the front straights, I am clicking into fourth gear, looking for the 200 board here. That is my main braking marker. My goal here is to get into turn one fast and get on the gas as early as possible. You can run this thing out all the way to the grass, all the way to the curb if you really want to. I don't here, but I'm trying to carry as much throttle as I can down to the apex of 2. I think I'm coming off the throttle probably about 10 feet before hitting this inside curbing. So as I come off the throttle, I rip it down, shift into third, brake fairly hard, bring it around to the left side. I kind of miss the apex here on the left side. And then as I come up to the right-hander at the top of the keyhole, I rip another downshift while braking. And I don't mind going mid-track here. I could probably keep it a little tighter, especially after watching some of the Moto America footage here from this past weekend. But my main focus here is trying to square up and late apex the exit of the keyhole as much as I can. This is where I think I was struggling a bit over the course of the weekend, where I was losing a little bit of time to the leaders. But I did it pretty okay here. Full gas coming out. I'm clicking all the way to 4th, 5th, and 6th gear. Going into the braking zone, I am looking for the 500 board. That is my target, and trying to late apex the right-hander, or I believe that's turn 5. I do get on the gas, but not super hard. I don't want to go all the way to the inside entry of Madness here. I still want to keep it about half track. If you carry too much throttle out of turn 5, it'll spit you to the inside of Madness, and then you're going to lose all your drive down the hill. So I tip it back over, try to make it down the apex. Not quite there, but it's acceptable. But I'm more focused on getting drive down the hill. So I get on the gas nice and early. It spits me out to mid-track. I mean, you can see Shane there. He's running it all the way out to the right side. Me, personally, I like to hold it to the left on the exit. That way I can trail brake in and kind of lay apex the right-hander at the bottom of Madness. That way I can continue to get on the gas. I also do take an upshift there going down the hill. So I'm in third now. Still feel like I'm over-slowing into this right-hander. So I think I could do quite a bit better there. Full gas here. Trying to hug the left side as I go over the S's here. I found that staying on the side of the tire and loading the suspension just by turning the bike seemed to want to prevent wheelies. So that's what I tried to do. I'm trying to kind of almost get back to this curbing on the left side here. Don't quite get there. But I found that was helping. As long as I kept the bike on its side, it didn't want to wheelie as hard. I had a couple times here over the weekend where I almost had a tank slapper that threw me into the grass coming through this next right-hander. Threw me really wide. I do want to come out fairly wide, probably about 2/3 track. I don't know if you need to go all the way to the left side, but you do want to come out quite a bit. Square off Honda Hill here. Get on the gas. Click third. Click fourth. And here I am trying to run it as close to the wall as I can. 300 board is roughly my brake marker here. I'm somewhere 300, 250 board. I'm trying to stay as far right as possible and not turn it in too early. If you turn in too early here and you cut off your entry, you will be spit out to the grass on the outside, on the exit rather. And that is not a fun place to be. Full throttle. Run out third, basically the limiter. Now this is another part of the track where I found that my line differed to a lot of people. Again, as I went over the footage and some of the data, I think I will likely end up changing this. On this lap and the laps before it, I found that I was coming in pretty hot. I was basically just carrying a lot of speed into it, which is fine, but I was going pretty far wide on the entry. Whereas a lot of folks found a lot of success keeping it quite a bit tighter. When I went out wide, I found it was easier to square up the exit because really, when you come into the carousel, the exit is all about setting up the drive onto the straight. So the goal should be to basically get the bike picked up, and you want it on a straight line on the late apex of the carousel and onto the left-hander. If you draw a straight line through there and you put your bike on that path, you should be able to get to full throttle and carry full throttle on the exit and really carry as much speed as possible onto the straight so they can bring that to turn one. So I found that the wider line helped me do that, but I think I was going excessively wide. And worth noting that as I am between the the late apexes of the carousel and the left-hander headed onto the straight, I do click third. I try to hold second. With the gearing that I was running, I would absolutely run into the limiter as soon as I threw it on the left side of the tire. And then I run it onto the straight. That lap was about a 1:30.870. That's my personal best. There's quite a bit more in it. I mean, obviously, there's the folks in the Moto America paddock. They're circulating in the 27s, which is pretty outrageous. But I think if I am able to fix some mistakes and do it a bit more consistently, I'd like to see, low 130s, maybe pushing to the 29s next time I'm there. But we'll see what we can do. All we can do is try and make changes and see if they work and keep pushing forward.